A nurse wanted to let me die for being a serial killer, not knowing I was an undercover cop. After getting stabbed during a 3-year undercover operation infiltrating the East Side trafficking ring, I ended up in the ER with my sister Aubrey dragging me through the doors. I stumbled in covered in blood splatter from the raid gone wrong, my clothes torn from the fight, dried blood caking my hands and face. Nurse Destiny took one look at me, and I saw her whole face contort with disgust and fear. She immediately profiled me as a violent criminal. Without even examining me, she hit the silent alarm and pointed us to the isolation area reserved for dangerous patients. Aubrey's voice cracked as she practically screamed that I'd been stabbed. Her hands shook, showing Destiny the blood seeping through my shirt. Destiny just backed away. She whispered urgently into her radio, calling for security, and declared this was protocol for violent offenders. They'd need armed guards present before treating me. When Aubrey desperately grabbed Destiny's arm trying to explain, Destiny screamed like she'd been attacked. She yelled that my sister was probably an accomplice. Maybe she should worry about what I'd done to my victims instead of demanding treatment. I tried to speak up, but the words came out slurred from blood loss. Please, I need. Destiny cut me off with a horrified gasp. She'd seen the news, she said. People like me always claimed innocence. She recognized the blood patterns of someone who'd hurt others. She backed further away, leaving us trapped in that isolation room. Aubrey's hands trembled as she helped me onto the gurney. She pressed her palms against the wound, but blood kept flowing. My vision was blurring. Each breath came shallower than the last. I could feel myself fading fast. The irony hit me through the haze of pain. 3 years deep undercover, becoming the monster I was hunting. Now I was going to die because I'd played my role too perfectly. The moment my sister left to find another doctor, Destiny did something that made my blood run cold, despite the blood loss. She called the police from across the room, describing me as a suspected murderer refusing treatment. He's covered in what looks like victim's blood, she said loud enough for me to hear. She told them to come prepared for violence because I seemed unstable, and my accomplice was aggressive. She noticed the bulge in my jacket and pointed at it from 10 feet away. He's probably armed, she announced to security. But instead of searching me safely, she grabbed a pole used for IV bags. Show me your hands, she screamed. She used the pole to poke at my jacket pockets from a distance. I know what you did. The blood tells the whole story. She called other staff to witness what she called evidence. She made me remove my jacket despite my stab wounds. When I struggled, she didn't help. If you can kill people, you can take off a jacket, she said. Fresh blood poured from my wounds, but she saw it as more proof of violence. Then she did something that made even the security guards uncomfortable. She started taking photos of the blood patterns on my clothes and skin. For the investigation, she said. When she got too close for a shot, the movement made me flinch in pain. She jumped back, screaming I'd tried to grab her. Classic predator behavior, she yelled as Aubrey came running back. My body was shutting down from blood loss. Aubrey screamed for help, but Destiny just announced I was faking to avoid arrest. She said violent criminals always pretended to be hurt when cornered. Aubrey threw herself between us, begging Destiny to save me. She said I was all she had left. Destiny called for Aubrey's arrest as an accessory to murder. 4 guards grabbed her arms, dragging her away while she screamed I was dying. I forced myself up trying to help, but crashed hard to the floor. The impact ripped my jacket completely. As I hit the floor, everything in my inner pockets scattered everywhere. The metal badge made a sound like a gunshot when it hit. Everyone froze. Destiny stopped mid-sentence. The guards released Aubrey's arms. My police ID lay face up on the floor next to my gold detective shield. The words were impossible to miss. Detective, Homicide Division, Undercover Operations. Destiny's face went from triumph to horror as she stared at my police ID. The blood on me wasn't from victims. It was from the E-Opal I'd been hunting. 3 years undercover, I whispered before blacking out. I woke up 4 days later. Aubrey had told everyone what happened, and with all the security footage and witnesses, Destiny's nursing license was permanently revoked. 23 years in healthcare ended because she played judge and jury. The hospital got sued and implemented mandatory threat assessment training. Destiny tried apologizing once outside the courthouse. I kept walking.